All right, it's time for another edition of our video blog right here on Ticket760.com. I'm Andy Everett along with Peter Burns from the Morning Drive. And of course, everybody's talking about the Dallas Cowboys today and their implosion in Denver. I thought that game was lost in the first half when the Cowboys did not take advantage of their opportunities. They put too much pressure on themselves down the stretch, and they couldn't get the job done in the fourth quarter.
Well, to me, again, it's the Romo-friendly offense. I think people have seen that they can figure out Jason Garrett and his play calling. I think that when you look at Roy Williams, he was supposed to be the new stud wide receiver on this team. That's not the case. He's a possession receiver. They don't have that deep threat. At least with T.O. last year, secondaries would say, you know what, we need to respect that. The respect for Tony Romo is no longer there.
Well, everybody wants Terrell Owens to come back and be part of the team and that game-breaking wide receiver, but you can't have a guy on the field that isn't about the team. Terrell Owens was never happy if he didn't get his touches, win or lose. Back in the day when they had Michael Irvin, if Michael Irvin got triple covered, he realized somebody else had to be open. Owens never got that message.
Well, you know, and listen, the Cowboys, it's a half glass full, half glass empty. You know, they had the two wins are against absolutely terrible teams. The two losses that they had, they're one play away from beating a 4-0 Giants team and a 4-0 Broncos team. So it's not that bad. The problem is it going to get better? I don't see where it can be the case. And you know what? It comes from the top down. I think that if you look at Mike Holmgren, you look at Bill Cowher, Mike Shanahan, those guys are licking their chops because there has to be a change in mentality for the Dallas Cowboys. I hate to say it, but it's going to happen.
Well, I think the change in mentality has to come from the top, from the ownership box. I don't think you're ever going to get a great coach to come in and be allowed to coach unless Jerry turns them loose. If he was going to turn anybody loose, Jimmy Johnson would still be coaching.
Well, but look at the teams that are doing it. Mike Singletary with the 49ers, that team's 3-1 right now. They did not cave to Michael Crabtree and give him the money, and you just see a different, they just have that different sense about them. You know, and even with Josh McDaniels, that team is 4-0 as well, too. You have to have that change. The teams that I like right now, I think the Jets have been playing pretty good, but they got exposed a little bit with Sanchez being the rookie. I think the New Orleans Saints right now are playing the best football in the NFL.
Quickly, speaking of undefeateds, and that's in the college ranks, you got Alabama and Texas still undefeated, and now LSU and Florida have a big matchup coming up this weekend where you will be on Saturday night.
It'll be the Lazarus Bowl when Tim Tebow comes in there, and it's going to be excitement. I'm not oversold. I'm wearing the hat. I know it, but I still think that LSU team is going to lose 2 games by the end of the season. Alabama, Florida, and UT, they control their own destiny. UT finally gets back up and going up this week. Should be interesting football.
SEC has 3 teams in the top 4. They all can't be number 1 before the end of the year's over. We'll see what happens there. And you've got an Oklahoma team that now has 2 losses by 1 point at each of the games.
Sorry to hear that, buddy.
That's our video blog for today. Enjoy it all the time right here, and tell your friends to log on to Ticket760.com.